Ha ha ha. This is America. We use H here. Sorry. Welcome to Krispy TV. In today's video, we're going to be checking out some of the top posts from the MaliciousCompliance subreddit. So without further ado, let's dive in. I don't care if he's dead. Put him on the phone. I was sent here on a recommendation from another sub with a story you guys might like. First time poster on mobile, etc. TLDR at the bottom. My father died on Father's Day 2012. He was divorced and living alone, and I am an only child, so that means that I had to wrap up all of his affairs. This story centers around us trying to get his utilities canceled. I called in to see what we had to do to get them to cancel. The lady I spoke with on the phone said to send in his certified death certificate. I sent in the certified copy of his death certificate the next day. The next month got another bill. I called again and a new woman answered. She said that because I wasn't on the account that she had to speak with the account holder. I informed her that the account holder was dead, but she wouldn't budge. I had to make an appointment with the supervisor so she could speak to him herself in person. I showed up at the Board of Public Utilities with another death certificate and his ashes in the clear bag that they returned his remains in. I plopped them down on the center of the desk and said when she talked to him to tell him that I loved him for me. The woman went pale, flew out of her chair, and called the cops. When they showed up, she claimed that I had assaulted her, and yes, my dad's remains were still sitting in the middle of her desk with the death certificate. The cops questioned me as to why I would do that. I told them the story. The supervisor's boss was called in and they all stepped away from the desk for a private talk. While they were talking, the cops came over to talk to me. They said that I shouldn't take human remains out in public, but there was no laws that were broken. I said that I agreed with them that this was extreme, but she insisted to speak with him in person. By then they were done talking between themselves. The supervisor's boss kissed up to me and got it taken care of. But the story isn't over yet. I had to call back a few days later to get the utilities back to the house in my name. When the person on the phone saw the address in my name, I was immediately put on hold. The supervisor's boss that finally helped me got on the phone. She sucked up to me and waived all of the fees that come along with setting up utilities. Just as the call was ending, she informed me that she was again so sorry for the employee's lack of compassion. She said that the employee was terminated and again she is so very sorry. TLDR. Ignorant employee asked to speak to dead dad, had a meeting in person, brought his ashes, and got her fired. Edit. I can't believe this blew up. I'm so grateful for all the love and support in this post. And for those who doubt the validity of the story, I hope that when you are in my shoes and doing the same that you have an easier time than I did. Wow, that's crazy. This employee just didn't want to believe that this person was dead. I bet she puts up with a lot of liars though, so I can kind of see why she doesn't believe him. But on the other hand, she should also kind of take the death certificate as an actual certificate. But anyway, I think the supervisor did the right thing. I don't think he was kissing up to him. I think he was actually helping resolve the problem.
What do you mean I can't drive my car?
I've been a mechanic my entire working life so far, and this is one of my favorite experiences. I had a customer come in complaining about a vibration. I put the vehicle on the lift and checked the front end. I found a nearly broken tie rod and a faulty rack and pinion. So basically the passenger side front wheel was not fully secured to the steering system and would soon break and cause the wheel to be completely disconnected from the steering. I told the customer how much the repair would be and told her it was unsafe to drive. She asked me to put it back together so she could leave. I told her that I could not do that because if it broke after I let her leave, I could be held liable. She started yelling and screaming about calling the cops and suing me and how her cousin's brother knows a guy who's related to the chief of police and I'll be arrested. She calls the police and they come out. I show the officers the vehicle and they understood the safety concern. They told me just to put the car down and let her leave. I did, and even made her sign a statement declining crucial safety repairs. She left with the most haha, I told you so, smug grin on her face, until she left the property, got pulled over, and her car impounded. They also gave her a ticket for reckless driving. I was so happy seeing her car get towed. Edit for clarification. The cops told her it was against the law to drive it. The state laws back then allowed me to do exactly what I did. I offered to discount the price of the repair and take payments. She still refused. And I don't care how well versed you think you are in the law, you don't know when or where this took place. And no, I won't tell you what state I am in because I have already had several people message me saying they are going to try and find my shop just to harass and blast me. Wow, okay, so I feel like this had a little bit of choosing beggar in it, and maybe like entitled parent in there too, because she just kind of gives off this vibe of like, I want this for free, or she's like, fix it so I can leave, and then it costs too much. I mean, what the heck? And then just karma. Karma's amazing. Restaurant employee amuses himself, delights me and my kids. Yesterday I decided to take my kids to an international chain restaurant. In this restaurant, the kids' meal comes with ice cream, but you have to serve yourself. That was a problem because there weren't any bowls beside the ice cream machine. So I thought, I know what to do. I'll simply ask an employee for some bowls. And that's just what I did. So he turns to look at the vast array of bowls behind him, some sauce-sized, some entree, salad-sized, and many in between. And we realize that neither of us know what size the kids' ice cream is intended to be. So he thought, I know what to do, I'll simply ask the manager. And he says, hey boss, what do we put the kids' ice cream in? Without turning around, the boss says, a flippin' bowl, what do you think? Yeah, but what size a bowl? The boss, with his inimitable charm, tact, and grace, says, just flippin' give him a bowl. The employee looks back at the bowls, and then I saw him get a big grin over his face. I apologize about that, sir. I think it's probably these ones, he says, as he hands me two of the largest bowls they have in the restaurant, practically giggling with glee. My children were similarly delighted. The manager walked by when we were halfway through and made a noise like a startled possum, but said no actual words. Definitely going back there. That is awesome. Well, if the manager wasn't a jerk, you know, they probably would have gotten the right size bowl if he actually took the time to turn around and say, hey, it's that bowl. But nope, there we go. That's awesome. I love that employee that just kind of gave him the bowl. Like the hugest bowl possible. Yeah, that probably made those kids' days. That's awesome. Yeah, but what size a bowl? Yeah, but what size? Became German. Yeah, but what size a bowl? Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well for more Reddit stories like this. Until next time.